Hey guys, um, I'm having some problems with my StreamYard. I don't know if it's we don't see it on Facebook. I don't know if I should just stop this or maybe just do it on Monday. Sean, is it working? Okay. I'm so sorry about that. I was like 10 minutes in. And I'll have to do everything again. Okay, I'm just gonna get my ducks in a row over here. Right. So technology, I don't know why it did that. Anyway, so in the last 5 days, I did the type 2 diabetes challenge. I did day 1 to 5, and you now know that nutritional ketosis will change your life. So the top 3 questions I got, and you know what's strange? I usually get these questions. It doesn't matter if it's a client who walks in the door or someone I just meet and we chat over, talk about diabetes. These 3 questions always come up. And you know what? So many people have told me that when they went to their physician, they don't learn anything. So after this, this huge shock, I've got type 2 diabetes, they're like, I don't understand what's going on. And there's no clear road. But anyway, so these 3 questions I'm just going to do quickly with you. I know it's Saturday, you want to spend time with your people. So let's do this quickly. And then I'm going to do the quiz. And if you win, then you get my flagship program, my Uber Diet, for free forever as long as the internet lasts. And also, I'll do a 30-minute session live coaching with you via Zoom, I reckon. Right, but we'll just sort that out anyway. So, question number 1: how can you lose weight as a type 2 diabetic? Question number 2: how can you lower your A1C levels? And how can you beat your sugar cravings? So let's dive in. So in the comments, just hit me with the answers. What are you currently doing to lose weight? Do you follow standard of care? Just let me know, right? Okay, you're on herbal. Yes, yes. Okay. I'm going to switch to nutritional. Yes, you better go onto nutritional ketosis. That's the only answer, right? Okay, so in general, most people low fat, high carb diet, low calorie diet, and then it's kind of like heavy because you're hungry all the time. So at the moment, a week ago, nothing worked. You tried everything, right? So, the most important thing to understand is that the fat storing hormone is insulin. Now, as a diabetic, you have a lot of insulin, and as long as there's insulin in your blood, you will not lose weight. Things get worse for you as a diabetic if you eat a high carb diet because carbs get broken down into glucose. No matter if you eat a bowl of rice or chocolate or an apple, your body only sees glucose. So you see, glucose in the blood will spike your insulin levels, and insulin comes into store the glucose in your cells. So there are only 2 places where this glucose can get stored. That's in your muscle and in your liver. And they can only take so much. And if they can take no more glucose, the glucose gets turned into fat and stored as body fat. So you see, this is what happens if you eat carbs all the time. And to make things even worse, is they advise you to snack in between. And more often than not, that snack also contains carbs. So it's 3 meals a day, and then in between, you have to snack. So you can only imagine your insulin levels will be high all the time. So for a type 2 diabetic, this is a disaster. You will not lose weight. So, what is the solution? Cut the carbs. Will there be less glucose? Yes. Will there be as much insulin? No. So now the hormone which releases energy to be used as fuel, glucagon can do its magic, and your body will start burning its own fat for fuel. Insulin is a fat storing hormone, and glucagon is the energy burning hormone, and they cannot be in the blood together. It's either one or the other. So remember, if you are a carb burner, you will never be a fat burner, aka your own body fat. So it's simple, really. If you want to lose weight, follow a nutritional ketosis diet. And to stack the deck in your favor, no more hunger pains, no feeling of starvation. You will feel satiated while enjoying delicious, wholesome, healthy food. So, question number 2, how can I lower my A1C levels? So, what are your A1C levels at the moment? And what are you doing to lower them? What's your plan? And is it working? Let's also say before you started the challenge. Okay. It's high. Yes. Yes. Okay. Okay. So we have seen beyond a shadow of doubt that standard of care does not work. You will be on medication for the rest of your life, more and more and more drugs. So HbA1c refers to the glycated hemoglobin, that is the damage done to your red blood cells by high glucose levels. So you need to lower your glucose levels in your blood, right? This is also quite easy. You just have to cut the carbs. So all roads lead to nutritional ketosis. All right. So how can I beat my sugar cravings? So, on day 2 of the challenge, we discussed the highly addictive nature of carbs. Even rats prefer sugar laced water to cocaine laced water. I mean, it's ridiculous. The more carbs you eat, especially refined carbs, the more you want. That is why we have cravings. Remember, you're not going to be addicted to broccoli and just want to eat broccoli all the time. No, it's with these refined carbs. So, excessive overeating is being fueled by carbohydrate. So, think about it. If you eat a pizza and you eat so much you can't have another bite. However, 1 hour later, you're hungry again. You see, carbs increase insulin levels, fat storage, which leads to the desire to eat more and more calories. But people who follow nutritional ketosis make fat and protein their primary food intake and cut their carbs. As a result, hunger is well under control. So, there you have it. We have discussed the 3 top questions. Now, would you agree that nutritional ketosis is the answer to all 3 questions? Right, so let's just jump in and do this fun quiz if you want to win my flagship program. And let's just put on the quiz over here. I hope you can see it now. And I'm just going to go over here. Right, so in the comment section, in the first question, just write true. Second, just a comma. And there are 7 questions. So we're just going to have a fun quiz to recap what we learned in the last 5 days. So let's get started. True or false? Rats find Oreos as addictive as cocaine. So is that true or false? Next question. Which has more sugar, 250 mils of fruit juice or 1 cup brown rice? So just write juice or rice. Which has more sugar, 250 mils of fruit juice or 1 cup of brown rice? Which has more sugar, 100 gram of spaghetti or a banana, a regular sized banana? So just spaghetti or banana. Which has more sugar? So, question number 4. True or false? Nutritional ketosis is a low carb diet. I wonder. So, is it true or false? Nutritional ketosis is a low carb diet. Are these questions too easy? True or false? Standard of care has an 89% reversal rate. So that's question number 5. True or false? Standard of care has an 89% reversal rate. True or false? The brain is the cholesterol richest organ of your body. So again, true or false? That is question number 6. The brain is the cholesterol richest organ of your body. Right, and then true or false? Type 2 diabetes is reversible with nutritional ketosis. Right. True or false? Type 2 diabetes is reversible with nutritional ketosis. So that was question number 7. So you should have them in your answers. I will just simply have to check it afterwards, and I will let you know who won the prize. Um, Let me just see what's going on over here. Right. So I hope you enjoyed that. He's all over the place, but it's Saturday, just a simple day to relax a bit, right? So I hope that you've been loving this training. I so enjoyed to give it to you and that you learned so much. I hope that you got all your goodies in the guide section. It's very valuable for you if you want to get into nutritional ketosis. And remember, if you're on any medication except for metformin, you need to go to your doctor and chat with them because you will have to adjust your medication. It's very, very important, right? So yeah, I also told you about let me just see the banners over here. Road to reversal. So yes, I'm very proud of that. We're going to start soon. It's I still have a few spots for a 6-week training, and it's called Road to Reversal, where I'm going to take you by the hand and help you personally reverse your type 2 diabetes. So there are 270 registrants in this group. I only have 20 spots available. So it will be on a first come, first serve basis. So this is for you if you're motivated, committed to reverse your type 2 diabetes, lower your A1C levels, banish your cravings, and you're going to show up and go all the way. And you want to make a change. And this is not for people who want to, eat what they want, just pop a pill quickly, looking for a quick fix, whiner, lazy people who make excuses all the time. But I know you're not that kind of a person. So enrollment closes at midnight on Monday, the 8th of November. So this is a very limited opportunity. So go to roadtoreversal.org. Remember, it's .org to register. So, how many of you know that you are destined for better things in life? Remember, day one, we did the vision in VIP. We spoke about it. It's within your reach. No matter what doubt might creep in, what fears you have, and what other people think of you. You want to reverse your type 2 diabetes, and I'm here to serve you. You know the road to reversal experience is for you. We all have to start somewhere. So, why are you on this challenge? Why did you take part? To create enhanced opportunity for yourself. But what is enhanced opportunity? The ability to be more, feel more, reverse your diabetes, lose more weight, kick the cravings, feel better, just in general to be more. So, the fastest path to reversing diabetes is with this program and what I shared with you so far. So I'm going to share with you the single biggest factor that is likely to create or negate the success for you. Someone who wants to move forward. Let me say that again. The single biggest factor that is likely to create or negate the ability to be successful. It all comes down to, I believe, one thing: overcoming objections. This is something that I live, eat, sleep, and see every day. What I literally do every day is help women reverse their type 2 diabetes and get into the best shape of their life. I believe in my product. So, do you believe in yourself? So, again, the single biggest factor that is negating your ability to be successful is, how do I find the time to do it? I don't have where will I find the money to do it? How do I get my spouse on board? How do I overcome the fear of doing it? How do I overcome the shame and self doubt? So, if we are being really honest, that at the end of the day, that is what's keeping me from making decision, is keeping me in analysis paralysis. The thing that is actually holding you back, your reason not to, is actually your reason to. Let's talk about that for a second, right? I want to go level 5 with you. That's why I think level 5. I just want to ask you really quick. Can I go level 5 with you? Just write yes in the chat. Okay, okay. Okay, but wait, before you agree to it, let me tell you, remember what the level 5 conversation is I'm going to get real with you, like a friend over a cup of coffee, and you're like, Vivian, shoot it to me straight. If you're ready for that, then let's go for level 5. So you gave me permission. So I'm going to be super honest with you here now. You've got to get right with yourself if you want to be successful. So, like, time is a continuum, right? I don't have the time to do it. We all are fairly comfortable saying, I don't have the time to do this, right? But what I really want you to think about is, are you working 3 jobs just to have a roof over your head? Or is it more like, tennis on a Saturday, coffee at Starbucks on a Friday, cutting some time on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube, right? Or maybe I should put in some time in the weekend. Maybe I should just get up earlier in the morning. Where do you fall on that continuum of time? Because, time is relative. So, how are you showing up in the moment? So, if you're saying, I don't have the time to do it, and listen, people are pretty comfortable saying that, I wish I could, I just don't have the time. Everybody's all in, like, who said, I'm going to do this, I'm in, until it's time to make a decision, like, well, I'd love to do it, Vivian. I just don't have the time right now. So, where do you fall on that continuum? And then a level deeper than that is money. I don't have the money to do it. I wish I could. I'd love to, if only I just had the money. Now, a minute ago, I'm all in, but then it comes down to making a decision. And it's like, are you committed, or is it about what's convenient? I'm committed to do this no matter what. I will find the money. Or, well, I have the money, I'll do it. And you realize that it doesn't look like that, right? So let's talk about that for a second, because money is also a continuum. Continuum. I'm living in my car, or I can't afford to put food on the table. It's totally different from, oh, this is going to be an uncomfortable conversation. I wasn't planning to spend that money right now. If I were really committed, if this literally wasn't an expense, if this was an investment with an ROI, if I could really get a return on this investment, well, it turns out it's not actually an expense, it's an investment. Like Starbucks is an expense, a cappuccino machine, that's an investment. So, meaning something that we spend that we can use to do something over and over and over again. So, if you're making an investment right now and that were to allow you to reverse diabetes and get into the best shape of your life and keeping that weight off forever, it is a smart expense. Is it a smart expense, or is it really just, a smart investment? Well, where do you fall on that continuum? Now, listen, if you truly don't have the money and it's going to jeopardize putting food on the table, I recommend you wait. Safety first for you and for your family. But if you get real with yourself and have a level 5 conversation, and there's a chance that it's just uncomfortable, or that you're going to have to stretch, or this is really going to be beyond your normal comfort zone, or you're going to have an uncomfortable conversation, you really need to be thinking about that, because there's ROI and then there's your COI. ROI is your return on that investment, and COI is your cost of inaction. And what I mean by cost of inaction is that it actually costs you more to do nothing than it costs you to do something if you don't take action and get support and get help and, like-minded community, regardless of what that investment is. Investing in yourself and in your life, in the life of your dreams, in your movement, in your vision. Every time I'm making a big leap, every time I'm making a big investment, what's the ROI and what's the COI? And here's the thing, when COI really hits home, when you really get what cost of inaction is, when that lands for you and you realize all the time you lost because a day became a week became a month, and a month became a quarter became a year, and a year became a decade. Now you look back and you're like, everyone's gone so far. all those lucky people have done amazing things, and I'm still stuck exactly where I am. Then I realize, oh, the difference between them and me is they took committed action. They chose commitment over convenience. They invested in themselves, and I'm still stuck right where I was, because for the average person, we need accountability and community and enhanced opportunity to be more, do more, have more, love more, lose more weight, make more, because it is hard to build that muscle by yourself. That's why you invest to be surrounded by someone who can give you repetition, immersion, and mastery. So let's have that uncomfortable conversation. So here's what's most important, because some of you might be in the same position as I was. I said that time, money, spouse, fear, shame, and self doubt are what most likely is going to hold me back. The spouse conversation is real. And this is what this comes down to. And this is, if you're investing 95 to $3,000, because the bigger the stakes get, the bigger the conversation, sorry, not the conversation stays the same. It's still the same. If it's $100 or $3,000, you've got to learn how to ask for support and not someone's permission. So often when we're going to a husband or a life partner, or even a family member, sister, brother, and we're asking for them to weigh in on a considerably big decision, that they're actually not qualified to weigh in on it. Yet we're asking them to weigh in on our big life decisions, and then we're shocked when they don't get it. So here's the thing. I want you to know, when you go to someone, regardless of who it was, a sister, a best friend, a mother, a brother, spouse, significant other, even a business partner, and you say, I'm thinking about doing this thing. I don't know. I mean, I think it's kind of cool. I'd like to do it. It's kind of expensive. I don't know. I don't know. What do you think? I mean, I don't really have the money. I know we talked about it. I know that, like, we decided I wouldn't spend any more money on my diabetes. Do you think I should invest? And they're like, no, don't do it. Stop this craziness. You cannot blame them for that, because the way you went to them dictated the response that you got. No one can make a decision on your dream. This is your life. Only you can give yourself permission. So you have to go to them instead and say, hey, I need a minute of your time. I need like focus time. I hope you can see I am more clear than I've ever been in a really long time. And I know I'm meant for this. And I know it's hard to understand, but I need to invest in myself. I need to figure out how to do it from someone who already knows. I need to be surrounded by people like me who also want to reverse their diabetes, lose weight, lower their A1C levels, and get healthy again. Support me in this. I'm ready to take action and do this. You give them a juicy incentive. When I do this, I will do that for you. Maybe take them to dinner when you reverse your diabetes and you succeed lowering your A1C levels. Go with them on a vacation, take them on a getaway. The thing is, do it with integrity. If you say that in the conversation, then you actually have to show up and, actually go do it. But that is how you ask for support, not permission. Because again, only you can give yourself permission, which leads me to the very last piece. And this is super, super important. Somewhere along the way, you're going to get stuck in fear, shame, and self doubt. And it's most likely going to be because somewhere, somehow, you failed somewhere before. You had a failure. But here's the thing, and this is again a level 5 tough love conversation. There are going to be times when you have a setback. That is what it is to be human and stretching out of your comfort zone. That is what it is to be striking for the fences, right? But when you fail, you have to give yourself a pat on the back and say, everybody fails sometimes. Failure isn't fatal, and past failure is not a future predictor of success. If you finally want to break out of this endless diabetes cycle, just cut a check and join me for the road to reversal. Head on over to roadtoreversal.org and I will see you on the inside. Thanks, guys. I will see you soon.